Many people believe life will slow down when they grow old. They imagine there will always be more time to fix mistakes, to say important words, or to enjoy the small things they once ignored. But when someone reaches the age of 87, something changes inside the heart. I am 87 years old now. My doctor tells me my body is getting tired. He says my time may not be very long. When you hear those words, the world becomes very quiet. You start looking back at the road you walked for many years. And suddenly, many painful truths become clear. Things you once thought were important begin to feel very small. And the things you ignored begin to feel very big. Today I want to share 7 truths I learned too late. I share them not to make you sad, but to help you live with fewer regrets than I did. If you are in your 60s, 70s, or even your 80s, please remember this. There is still time to live differently. Sometimes a small change in the heart can bring great peace. Here's number 1. Time moves faster than you think. When I was young, life felt endless. Days were long. Years felt slow. I believed there would always be more time to do the things I wanted. I remember being in my 30s and thinking 80 years old was so far away, it almost felt impossible. I told myself I would enjoy life later. After work became easier. After the children grew up. After the bills were paid. But later came faster than I expected. One day I looked in the mirror and saw gray hair. Then the children had children of their own. Suddenly, I was the old man sitting quietly in the corner during family gatherings. It felt like my whole life passed in a single breath. Many of us spend our younger years rushing. We hurry to work. We hurry to build a life. We hurry to solve problems. But we forget to slow down and enjoy the small moments that make life beautiful. I wish someone had told me this when I was younger. Life is not as long as it looks from the beginning. If you still have time today, do not wait for tomorrow to enjoy it. Take the walk, call a friend, sit outside and feel the sun on your face, because the years move quietly, and before you know it, they are gone. Truth number 2, most worries were never worth it. I spent many nights worrying when I was younger. I worried about money. I worried about work. I worried about what other people thought of me. Sometimes I stayed awake long into the night thinking about problems that felt huge at the time. But now, sitting here at 87, something strange has happened. I cannot even remember most of those worries. The things that once kept me awake at night no longer matter. Many of those problems solved themselves. Some never happened at all. And the truth is this: I wasted a lot of peace worrying about things that were never worth my energy. I remember once being very stressed about a mistake I made at work. I thought it would damage my future forever. I carried that fear in my chest for weeks. Today, I cannot even remember what the mistake was. Life has a way of moving forward whether we worry or not. Many problems that seem big today will feel very small years later. If I could go back in time, I would protect my peace more carefully. I would remind myself that not every problem deserves my heart. Sometimes the best thing we can do is breathe, let go, and trust that tomorrow will take care of itself. Here's number 3. The people you love matter more than success. For many years, I believed success was the most important goal in life. Like many men of my generation, I worked very hard. I wanted to provide for my family. I wanted to feel respected. I believed that working longer hours meant I was doing the right thing. But there is something painful, I must admit. While I was busy chasing success, life was quietly passing by. I remember many evenings when my children wanted to talk or play, but I was too tired from work. Sometimes I told them we would spend time together later. Later did not always come. Now those children are grown adults with busy lives of their own. And the quiet truth is that I miss those simple moments more than anything. At the end of life, nobody sits in a chair thinking about how many hours they worked. Instead, they remember laughter at the dinner table, long conversations with loved ones, the feeling of being close to someone who truly cares. Success can give comfort, but love gives meaning. If you still have people in your life today, treasure them. Sit with them. Listen to them. Share stories with them. Because one day those small moments will become your most precious memories. If you stay with me, then write continue below. Truth number 4, health is quietly more valuable than money. When we are young, we rarely think about our health. The body feels strong. We wake up with energy. We walk, work, and move without thinking twice. Because of this, many people spend their younger years chasing money while ignoring their health. I did the same. I worked long hours. I skipped rest. I ate whatever was fast and easy. I told myself I would take better care of my body later. But the body remembers everything. Now at 87, I understand something very clearly. Health is not something you can buy later in life. There was a time when I could walk for miles without feeling tired. Today, even a short walk can take effort. There was a time when my hands were strong and steady. Now they shake when I hold a cup of tea. These small changes teach a powerful lesson. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy a younger body. I often think about the simple joys I once ignored. Walking through a park, climbing stairs without pain, waking up in the morning with strength. Those things are priceless. If you still have your health today, protect it gently. Eat well, move your body, rest when you need to. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you, because one day you will realize that health was the greatest treasure you ever had. Truth number 5, pride can destroy beautiful relationships. One of the most painful truths I learned in life is how easily pride can damage relationships. When we are younger, we often want to be right. We defend our opinions. We hold on to anger. Sometimes we stop talking to people over small arguments. I remember losing a good friend many years ago. We had known each other for a long time. One day we disagreed about something small. Words were said, feelings were hurt. Instead of reaching out to fix the problem, we both stayed silent. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Before I knew it, that friendship had disappeared. Now when I look back, I cannot even remember what the argument was about. But I remember the friend I lost. Life teaches us that being right is not always the most important thing. Sometimes peace is more valuable. A simple apology can save years of silence. A small act of kindness can heal deep wounds. If there is someone in your life you stop talking to because of pride, think about reaching out. Time has a quiet way of closing doors we thought would always stay open. Truth number 6, life is simpler than we make it. For many years, I believed happiness was something big and complicated. I thought happiness would come when I earned more money, when I had fewer problems, when life finally became easy. But happiness rarely arrives in those big dramatic moments. Instead, it lives in the quiet and simple parts of life. Now that I am older, I find peace in very small things. Sitting outside in the morning sun, drinking tea slowly while watching the birds, hearing the laughter of a grandchild during a visit. These moments are simple, but they carry a deep feeling of peace. When we are younger, we often make life more complicated than it needs to be. We chase bigger houses, bigger achievements, and bigger plans. But true happiness is often much closer than we think. It lives in ordinary days. If you want more peace in life, slow down. Notice the small things around you. A warm cup of tea, a kind conversation, a quiet walk in the evening. These are the moments that quietly build a beautiful life. Truth number 7. One day, life quietly ends. The final truth is the one many people try not to think about. One day, life comes to an end. When we are young, this idea feels far away. It feels like something that happens to other people. But when you reach 87 years old, you begin to understand something important. Life is temporary. At first, this thought can feel frightening, but over time, it brings a strange kind of peace. When you accept that time is limited, you begin to see life more clearly. Small problems feel less important. Kindness becomes more valuable. Moments with loved ones feel more meaningful. You start to understand that life was never about being perfect. It was about living honestly, loving people deeply, and appreciating the days you were given. Even now, at my age, I still find small joys each day. A conversation with family, a quiet sunset, a memory that makes me smile. Life may be temporary, but its beauty can still be felt until the very end. So if you are watching this today, remember something important. No matter your age, there is still time to live gently and wisely. There is still time to forgive. There is still time to appreciate the people around you. There is still time to enjoy the quiet beauty of ordinary days. If this message touched your heart, write Wisdom Matters in the comments and tell us where you are watching from.